Dead Hot Workshop got its name in a dream. Lead vocalist and lyricist Brent Babb told his bandmates he dreamt he was in a heavy metal band by that name, with all the hair, pyrotechnics, and onstage bombast.
I had a dream that there was this like a space age metal band with huge white hair, right? I wasn't in the band, but I remember seeing it. They had a big logo at the sign, it said Dead Hot Workshop.
The band started in 1988 when Babb and guitarist Steve Larson got together. Babb, a strong lyricist who also had a knack for melody, had multi-layered stories to tell.
And so through Steve, we were looking around and found a bass player. I think we met Brian, who was the original bass player, through Bill Lean from the Gin Blossoms, I think, somehow. And Brian was lived with Robin at the time, I think. And so anyway, Brian joined the band, and it was me, him, and Steve, and then Scott Palmer. Pop Palmer was the original drummer for about a year, and then he left, and Curtis was in a band called Strangelove, who we used to play with all the time, and he joined after Pup left.
Grippy also happened to be the manager of the Sun Club at the time, where Dead Hot Workshop opened for groups like Firehose and the Gin Blossoms. The band also often played Long Wongs on Mill Avenue and developed its reputation as the Tempe scene was gaining national exposure. They independently released their first album, White House, in 1989, but it was touring, which they started to do in 1990, that gave them access to a national audience.
We kind of got connected to Bill Graham management through the Gin Blossoms, because I think Robin's always trying to bring us along, So I think he was the one that kind of got us in the door there, and they didn't know what to do with us. We were just young and crazy,
A day after a big gig with the Gin Blossoms at Mesa Amphitheater, they learned that label representatives had come to the show to check them out, and they soon signed with a subsidiary of Atlantic Records.
And I remember every song, seeing all their heads move like a carpet. It was packed shoulder to shoulder, and just watching all their heads move with every song and every groove of every song. I can't forget that. That was just something that was special. And I'm pretty sure the people from Atlantic were there that night, and they signed us the next day.
Then the band released 1001, its first full-length album for the label, in 1995.
They rented a house for us, and we pretty much every day, we just got up in the morning and went to work, and went and made the record. And that was 1001. That was the record we toured behind for the next few years.
Dead Hot has been an independent band since that mid-1990s heyday, releasing several albums along the way, writing and recording new songs, and playing around the valley.
So it's currently Thomas Loffenberg, Kylie Babb, Brent Babb, and myself. And I've never heard anyone say, I want to be in the Hall of Fame. It's not something you think about.
Wow, what an honor. Looking back through the inductees and seeing and it turned me on to a lot of the music history of Arizona, stuff that I was unaware of.
It's a great honor, for us. We're flattered and thrilled to be involved.
It'll be the best night of my musical life.
Dead Hot Workshop keeps living the dream that Brent Babb once had. Even without the trappings of a metal band, Dead Hot Workshop definitely has earned its spot in the Arizona Music and Entertainment Hall of Fame.